We talk about Liverpool. Can I just ask, how's Tyrone Mings, and was he able to explain the handball incident midweek in the Champions League?
Good afternoon. It's football. It's football, and we made a mistake, and I want to forget it. It's not necessary to speak again about the result we had on Wednesday, of course, or last week, and the action was completely something not usual and not normal, and we had to try to understand the rule and then keep going.
Focusing now on Liverpool. A few weeks ago we were talking about Aston Villa's best Premier League start in 26 years. Obviously results have dropped ever so slightly, obviously in the cup competitions as well as the Champions League. Liverpool next, top of the table, top of the Champions League group standings as well. Is that the ideal type of opponent to bring back up performance level?
It's not changing my message. My message was very clear when I started the season. When we were more or less getting point and being in the top four, but not now when we were, I was telling and sending a message for the supporters, for everybody. We are enjoying the way we are doing. We really got last year a very successful season in Premier League, getting the Champions League. This year to keep it is the objective for us, but we are not contented. We are not the favorite. They are Liverpool, they are City, they are Chelsea, they are Tottenham, they are Newcastle, they are Liverpool. There are 7 teams in front of us, and of course always there are some teams as a surprise being there, like now Nottingham Forest. And we are more or less well. I am not really worried about how we are now. In the circumstances we are the last 2 weeks, after we draw at home against Bournemouth and we lost last week against Tottenham, because of course in Champions League is different, and we are more or less in our expectation. And tomorrow Liverpool is very difficult. They are completely favorite now to beat tomorrow us. They are completely favorite to win the Premier League this season, now in front City and Arsenal, because they are starting very well. But it's 38. We are going to play 38 matches, and 38 matches we are in the day 11 tomorrow. And of course we are motivated, we are excited as well, and we are keeping balance. And tomorrow is really an amazing match we are going to play in Liverpool, against the team he's doing the best in this season in Premier League and in Champions League, and it's our challenge tomorrow.
Good afternoon, Unai. You talk about Liverpool, no doubt still an exciting top team. How are you preparing differently to an Arne Slot Liverpool side to what you would previously prepared for under Jurgen Klopp?
We are analysing then how they are playing, and they are playing really very well. And the style, the idea, in some tactical things maybe change something, but they are playing with the same player. They are playing very well. The style and the idea, I think, progressively is clearly we can watch, but more or less is the same power they had before, with their structure tactically, offensively. They are really very strong team collectively, the tactical way, and individually as well. And tomorrow is a really huge challenge for us to stop them, to play with our personality. We are analyzing and we are building the team, but of course we have to compete if we want to get the level we had last year. We are more or less keeping it, but we have to be stronger in some circumstances, in everything, tactically, mentally, emotionally, but of course building the team with different players, building the team after some players that are coming back, being for a long time injured, is again try to build the team, to build our structure, and we are in this process.
Just a quick word on the overall quality of the Premier League, if I may. You mentioned 7 teams potentially ahead of yourselves. You talk about Nottingham Forest being up there this season as well. What have you made of the overall quality? We finally hit 10 games this season where people do start to kind of make judgments. What have you made of it? How excited are you by the league week in, week out?
This is very difficult. Premier League is, I think, the most difficult league in the world because we have the better teams historically and now in the moment we are. The better coaches, the better players, and of course they are progressively arriving a lot of young coaches, fresh coaches with a lot of ideas tactically, and football is going so quick. And of course we have to adapt, we have to learn, we have to be better today than yesterday, and only the way to get it is to be very demanding, trying to improve and trying to understand as well how is football now. And this is my daily challenge as well as a coach. Try to be always in front in everything, competing against the better coach, the better teams, the better players, and the better competition.
Thank you, Unai. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Hi, Unai. Unai, when you're on the run that you are on, 3 straight defeats and 4 without a win, does your approach change at all? Are you delivering any different messages to your players to try and break out of the losing cycle, or are you very much consistency is important?
Not, because I am telling you, 3 weeks ago, my message here was the same like now. It was the same message. Of course, we are increasing our level because we were demanding more progressively until now, to try to, until now and keep going, to try to keep being consistent in the top position. But they are another 17, and we have to be more intelligent than them, more competitive than them. But now the teams, more or less, after last year, we were more or less a surprise when we were getting the 4th position. This year, for example, when we lost last week against Tottenham, for them was a very special moment against us because they knew we were in front then, even until now. And last year, and we are more or less for them a competitive team to be in the top 7, top 5, top 4. And they were celebrating the 3 points last week like they deserve. And of course, was very good example, very good match for us. Tomorrow, we are going to play one team, Liverpool, more or less in 2 years. We are competing well against them, but they are always in front of us. And the idea is try to watch how is our level now, comparing of them with them, how is our capacity to face them.
Talking of them, they've had 24 hours or so longer to prepare because they played Tuesday, you played Wednesday. Will that have an effect on the game? And looking back at the week that you've had, is there a specific area that you'd like to see improve from your team?
If we want to play in Champions League or in Europe, if we want to play to be contender or to be fighting for a trophy, we have to play 3 matches for a week. And if we are not able to play focusing mentally, physically in this direction, we are not going to get our objective. Of course, we need rest, but I think we rested. We are training now in the afternoon, and we are going to prepare the match with the players tomorrow, and the players are going to be ready to play, and mentally, physically, and of course, hopefully as well on the field we can show our capacity to face them, competing and with the possibilities to get points.